down and see our finals here in Cedar Rapids, Iowa for our May championship trial. Good handshake from these guys. Here we go. Yeah, I think I have Steve, man.
All right.
Here we go.
Buried Runes. He also has is that a Pyrite? Oh, so one of the other cards Josh has in his deck, though, is we keep forgetting about, is the Engineered Explosives.
Yeah.
EE on 2 is pretty good against,
That's fair. That's fair.
Steve's deck. And Josh can even make it for 3 with a Mox Opal, a Grove, and a Basic, or really just a number of ways.
Looks like that third card in his hand is an Engineered Explosives also. Oh, the second one is too. Wow. So he has mismatched ones.
Would you EE
for shame
for 1 here? Or I guess you would just wait a turn.
Yeah, I'd probably wait.
But if he waits a turn, he could get maged next turn.
That's fair.
And
so maybe just bust this for green and try and
EE for 1.
See if he can EE. Yeah.
I think that's what we're gonna see. Especially since he has a second copy.
That's fair. All right, here we go. Looks like Josh has come to the same conclusion. EE's on 1.
Yeah.
Man, the music.
The music is...
It's really getting
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
We'll get that life total updated. Matt thought you could make colorless mana for free.
Oh, that's late, man.
I wish it was that good.
Well.
Oof.
No, that's fine. You don't take any damage against this KCI deck.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
If there's a deck where you can afford to have double Horizon Canopy opener, it's almost certainly like KCI or, oh wow, or
Tron.
like it's the Tron decks or something like that, you know.
Yeah. All right, here we go. The combo of Values Lieutenant Champion.
Yeah, just doing our thing. So Steve has a Meddling Mage and a Reflector Mage. A Reflector Mage is probably not very good.
That's interesting. I guess Steve's saying, like, I have to get you to blow the Engineered Explosives, so I have to play out my champion. And
yeah,
it gives
that's fair.
His Values Lieutenant a counter.
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
So he's basically trading a 1/1 for a damage anyway. So I think that's a fair trade to make.
Josh's going to pop this right now. Doesn't want him to untap with the Vial.
Yeah, I think that's right.
So that's probably good. Here's the problem, though. Is it,
you could also wait till upkeep. But
yeah, I don't think you want to do that. I don't think you get in that mess.
Yeah.
That could be a mess with the Thalia's Lieutenant.
You could give him an extra point of damage.
Yeah. Now he has to beat the Thalia's Lieutenant though, which is it's going to grow.
I mean, a Pyrite.
You just but he has this. He needs a blue source.
Right.
But he has a Meddling Mage. So if you name Pyrite Spellbomb, then
true.
What?
Oh yeah. How do you even win from there?
Yeah, exactly. Then what do you
it.
do? Yeah, what do you do?
You have no way to remove it other than EE?
I don't think Josh should play this Engineered Explosives for 1.
No, I agree. I think Steve should play the first mage on EE and then the second on Pyrite.
Does he have a blue source?
I don't know. He might not.
I'm assuming not, just based off the way these lands have come in.
Right, but I mean, he's got a lot of lands in his deck.
He does.
And a lot of them make blue for... Yeah, I don't think playing EE there is right. I think you want to get EE on 2 and protect yourself.
That is a Noble Hierarch drawn.
Indeed. I mean, that's 3 damage.
Noble's fine. It just, it pumps this Thalia's Lieutenant up.
All right, we're drawing a card here.
We're just digging for like unclaimed territory. Oh, Reflector Mage, second one. That's not good. Wow.
Oh, he had a third canopy. Okay.
Jeez, Steve.
I mean, he's playing 4. They definitely have a cost.
All right, well, come in for 3. 4, excuse me.
4, yeah.
Steve's already down to 15.
Yeah.
So he has...
I think we're...
Does he have a Trawler?
I think he does have a Trawler.
So maybe you get some mileage out of this Reflector Mage then.
Oh, you definitely do.
If he has the Trawler.
And the thing about the Trawler is, he's got a KCI as well.
Oh, goodness. Is he able to... I don't think he's able to go off necessarily this turn.
I think he has to put... No, he can't put EE on 2.
On 2? No, he can't. Not yet.
I think I'm on the play KCI plan. What way does Steve have to interact with it?
Yeah,
Although Meddling Mage is a big problem.
yeah, Meddling Mage is going to be really hard to beat. You just have to like. I
This
couldn't.
is a really tough turn.
Yeah, I can't imagine a line where this Engineered Explosives hits the table.
And he can't EE for 2.
Right.
Because he doesn't have the mana requirements or the color requirements. Now, if he had like a sphere, I think he's got a Mind Stone.
I think it's a Mind Stone, yes.
All right, we're just going
for the KCI?
Yeah.
Okay.
He can sack Citadel.
And Stone?
Get 2 mana, play Stone, make a mana. But
Yeah, I don't love that.
I don't either. I think he's supposed to wait and untap with a bunch of mana.
All right. Josh is doing a little thinking. If Steve hits a blue source here, this game's going to be really hard to win, though.
Yes. I mean, he has a blue source.
Oh, now he gets to untap with the Noble Hierarch.
Yeah.
It's going to be really tough. You just name Pyrite Spellbomb here, you think?
At this point, I think
I feel like the
you
answer is yes.
name.
Or Engineer Explosives?
It's one of the two. And I would
Flip a coin?
assume it's EE first because there's already one in the graveyard, which means Trawler can get it back. Like you could just play Trawler, sack Trawler,
Okay.
play EE,
And play EE,
if you can make colored mana. So I think you want to name EE first, and then if you can get a second one down, maybe name Pyrite. And if you can get both of those named, I think you lock up the game.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's a way you get them off the table. If once they're both are on the table, there's no way to beat them. So to get rid of them.
It's an interesting decision.
I think it's almost certainly Meddling Mage here.
Right.
It just depends on. I think you're 50-50 on the naming.
I think he's just trying to decide what to name.
He's already through. Like you said though, he's through one EE, but the Trawler is the problem.
Exactly. He knows
you
that
name
there's
Trawler?
2 pirates. No.
There's no way, right? You have to name Spellbomb or.
I mean, maybe. I doubt it though.
Maybe it's just Engineer Explosives because it cuts off Trawler as well from getting back to EE.
All right, what are we naming here? Let's see if our judge can tell us.
Okay, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got getting named here. All right, so
we're going to get that info for you, and it looks like it's now an attack for 5 this turn. That's a pretty good
that's
clock.
substantial.
And like one more human. And
all right. Oh, Josh drew a red source here.
Ooh, that's pretty
good. He drew
good.
a colored source for the second Engineer Explosives he has. That's pretty good. It takes all the pressure off the table that Steve has, honestly.
Assuming he can cast it. Oh, looks like he can.
Yeah, Steve's up to 16.
That is huge.
Yeah, it's really good.
So what do we think you named? I really want to know.
Oh, Trawler is the name. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I think it's reasonable.
Yeah, I mean,
it's the card that gets back to Engineered Explosives, which is so if you wanted to cut
a card you need to combo.
Yeah, so if you wanted to cut off EE, I think Trawler makes perfect sense in that light.
Unless he already has one, which.
All right, so we gotta blows up both of these.
That's a very good turn, though.
Yeah, now he gets to play Trawler too, right?
Well,
he can.
He can if he wants to, yeah.
It floats a mana. Yeah, he's gonna be able to play Trawler right now.
Yep. The problem is with just Trawler in play, you're not like gaining any value.
Yeah, you're not accelerating your game plan at all. And now with the Ziggurat, now Steve has hit a Ziggurat as well, so the Reflector Mage is back on the table.
That's true.
I know it's not like the fastest clock.
It'd be a little awkward getting your Trawler bounced.
Especially with the second one in his hand now.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
So there's some risk there.
Okay.
Josh decides that he's going to sack it for mana?
I think the life totals are 15-11. I'm not sure if that's correct or not. I believe it's 15-11. Because he just took 5 off of the Thalia's Lieutenant, I believe.
Yeah, I think you're right.
All right. Yep, at 11. Okay. All right. Steve joking around with the trawler was the name, and he was pointing at it. The piece of paper he had the trawler on it. Yeah.
So Reflector Mage here is very good.
Your Reflector Mage is going to be real good.
Yep.
So he's going to Steve's going to down to 14 here. Bounce the oh.
Okay. Sacking in response.
So that's good because he has the second trawler.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Josh is a pretty.
Mindstone. Mindstone makes sense. Costs a little extra mana,
yeah.
but like it's basically free, and I think it nets you a mana overall.
A Mantis, man. Steve's hand is gas though.
Yeah, I mean, blowing up the vial turned out to be pretty huge.
Huge, yeah, because he was 2 spell turning.
Yes.
Every turn
right.
for the rest of the game.
And now Steve's kind of in a pinch. Like he can't really deploy the Mantis Rider. The music stopped, so apparently we're a little audible.
All right, well, I'll scale it down a little bit. I'm so excited, though.
Yeah, me too. Did the party finally end?
The party better not have ended because we got time left,
it sounds
man.
Like dead silence. In
no
here
way.
Now we just need background thumping music at every CT.
That's true. All right, so. Gonna go up here. And Josh digging out an Engineer Explosives.
Yeah, I think that's safe. It nets you a bunch of mana, but it's also just really good against the stack. So
yeah.
I think keeping that in hand is important.
All right.
All right. Second EE, so now we can play 1 for 0 if he wants, just to net 2 mana.
All right, so.
And
I don't know.
2 trawlers means.
Yeah, double trawler's pretty nuts here.
A lot of value, yeah. But yeah, you gotta. Yep. So he's sacking 1 trawler, which gives him a Mind Stone and a star.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if he's able to go for it here. Like, because he's going to just draw tons of cards here.
Yeah, I mean, he gets to try to go for it, but he's not guaranteed to get it quite yet.
All right. Okay. So he gets to go for it.
I think. Yep.
Yeah, there's quite a bit.
Return EE, draw a card.
Yeah, he just
play EE.
Oh, he found a Mox Opal too.
Okay, now that's a huge.
Yeah, the Mox Opal was really good, Rip.
It starts to get him colored mana, which he desperately needs. Go to 4. Play Mind Stone.
Play the Mind Stone up, yeah.
A star back. Or just an opal. I think you should have got star, and then star gets the opal anyway. And you get a draw off of it. So he's kind of fizzled.
Yeah, so he has.
So he's gonna have to use his buried rune.
Yeah, it feels pretty bad at this point. Yeah.
Gets back trawler.
Yeah.
So play EE for 0. Or Mox.
Yeah, that's good too.
Either or. He should really play both.
He still can. He still can play trawler here too.
Yeah, I guess he doesn't need to play the EE. He might want to save it just in case he does fizzle.
Yep, goes ahead and puts the trawler in play.
But again, he's not anywhere.
So what is...
So you always want to go down the tree.
Yeah.
You want, so this 3 gets a 2, the 2 gets a 1, the 1 gets a 0. And anytime you sack a 1, you want to put a 0 in play beforehand.
Yep.
So that you can get some mana.
So like this.
Yes. So
this E or this Opal is good enough, yeah.
And now if he draws a 2 or higher, now he can redo the loop from 1 to 0, and now he's looking for a 3, and the 3 can get you a 2, a 1, and a 0, and the 4 can get you the 3 and the 2 and the 1.
Yep.
And it's just about chaining down the CMC tree, and that's that's what matters most.
I feel like Josh is in a decent spot. I know he's only he's finally Ichor Wellspring is probably one of the best cards he can hit here, because it's 2 cards he's drawing a turn. Over and over? Or not a turn, but over and over.
Yeah, here. I mean, he needs a Wellspring and a star for sure. So, and Josh, it's been a long day, and I think, like, he's like, man, I feel like I have it, but I'm not getting anywhere.
Yeah.
And this happens. Like, he needs...
These guys having a quick conversation about what mana's floating, etc.
Yep, which is important.
Okay.
So basically, Josh was shortcutting a little bit, but he's tapping Mind Stone and then sacking it, and that gives him 3 mana.
Yep. Plays a star down.
So he nets. Yep, and he has 2 trawlers, so now he gets 2 zeros. And the KCI can get 2.
Oh, KCI gets to get played this turn, too.
Yep.
A second one. Wow. Down to 2 colorless.
The second one doesn't do...
Not a lot.
Again, it's going to skip 3, and so now he's going to get...
Gets another trawler, though.
Is that 2 trawlers?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. All right, so that's going to get a lot of 1s. So this gets a 2...
Yeah,
2 2s actually.
2 2s because
and then every 2 gets 2 1s.
And he's gonna draw tons of cards with these Mind Stones now.
Right.
I feel like we're done here. If he hits a Wellspring, we're done, right?
I mean, he isn't exactly exuding confidence in this combo right now.
Whoa, we drew land. Okay, we're not good. Tap this.
Yep.
Wow.
Make mana. Yep.
Yep. All right, here we go. This deck is funny.
Yep. So he's making. I think he's making a little too much green at this point, though. You usually need like 2 green in the pool, and then you want to start making red.
Well, that's a great rip right there.
Yeah.
And Steve says I'm 100% dead.
Yeah.
So he found a.
Found a stirring.
Josh found a stirrings, and he had 2 Mind Stones in hand. So
yeah, and he also had. He had 3
triple trawler,
3 trawlers, and 2 KCI.
Yeah, he was just going to draw through his deck very quickly, and Steve was tapped out. So Steve picks him up. So game 1.
Josh was like a 1 star away from just winning, basically.
Yeah, I think so also. So let's jump back to us real quick, and then we'll go over their quick sideboards here. So if we take a look at the sideboards here, we'll go over Josh's sideboard. He has 3 Galvanic Blasts, 2 Gear for Aether Grid, 4 Nature's Claim, 2 Wormcoil Engines, 2 Guttural Response, and 2 Defense Grid. How do you feel about this?
So I want the Blasts, and I want the Aether Grid. I don't want the Claims, even though they deal with File. I'm going to obviously look at Steve's sideboard a bit first before I make these decisions, but we've already seen it.
Yep.
The Wormcoils, I actually don't want. They're okay when KCI is out, because you can sack them at instant speed, but if ever you spend 6 mana and it gets Reflector Mage, that's just not good enough.
Yeah, that's a fun one.
Yeah, like, maybe you want some more threats and you have to bring them in. I don't know. But
sure.
And then obviously Guttural Response and Defense Grade are not for this matchup.
Yeah, definitely not for this matchup. On Steve's side here, he's got 2 Direfleet Daredevils, 2 Kataki War's Wage. Ooh, those are good.
Yes.
2 Sin Collectors, 2 Static Casters, 2 Gutshot, 1 Dismember, 2 Auriok Champion, and 2 Rex Sages. Steve's got a lot of tools.
Yeah, the 2 Rex Sage and the 2 Kataki are very good. You could also realistically board in Sin Collector if you want to, if you have enough bad cards to come out, because Josh is probably bringing in these Gal Blasts.
Okay.
It's not great, But if you feel there are worse cards in your main board, you can certainly make that consideration.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. I still feel like Steve's ahead.
Yeah, especially postboard with the Katakis.
Postboard to Katakis are so good.
Reclamation
The Rex Sages,
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised he lost game number 1.
I mean,
But he was
how
on
many E's was that?
Draw. I think maybe 2 or 3 got blown up that
Yeah,
game
I
that
know.
were like relevant. Obviously,
Right.
he popped the zeros to sack them,
Right.
but I think
he
2 or 3
got
were
a
relevant.
Bile and a Champion of the Parish, and then he got a Dao's Lieutenant and a Meddling Mage, I think, with the second one.
Yeah, it was pretty
So,
substantial.
I mean, they were both of them were 2-for-1s.
Yeah. So I think that's kind of where Josh has got to be this game again. With he has to kill the problem cards, like Kataki and Meddling Mage. He has to kill with a Galvanic Blast, and then hopefully Engineer Explosives to clean up and then kind of do his own thing.
EE on 2 kills Kataki, right?
Yeah.
So EE on 2 in this matchup just seems insane.
Yep.
And I think Steve's first name should be EE with
Meddling Mage. Yeah.
Unless he knows the contents that Josh is saying.
Okay.
Through like a freebooter or something.
All right. Well, these guys are still doing a little sideboarding. Why don't we talk? And I'll say one last time this time about the team,
sure.
Team 5K.
Sure.
So I'll bring that back on the screen here. So we have a Team 5K coming up here on Saturday, June 9th. Team constructed, just the best format probably going in Magic right now. Really sweet. I don't know who came up with the format, but they're geniuses.
It's really funny because the format existed for a while. It's existed for quite a while. It's just that someone finally said, let's do it constructed. And it became popular, and I'm a huge fan of them. I love team events, and I cannot stress enough, this one in particular, the winners, all 3 winners, get an invite into the championship at the end of the year.
Yeah.
And for that reason alone, I would be attending this if I weren't doing the coverage.
Yeah, definitely. All right, well, these guys looks like they're almost done here. Taking a quick look at each other's sideboard just to make sure I don't miss anything. But it's been a good day.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 people in the finals that, I would have bet on to get here. And I think this post-board matchup with these Katakis and these Rex Sages is going to be a little tough for Josh.
Yeah, it's definitely tough sledding for Josh. As far as the hate cards are probably really powerful against what he's up to. I wonder how much he's played against like Kataki and things like that.
Today? Or just overall?
Overall, I mean, today
Sure.
I think it's probably pretty minimal.
Yeah.
But overall, yeah.
I can't imagine Kataki being an easy because
You
you
have
need
such limited removal.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe the goal is no, because Steve would never give him that time. But if you can, get KCI in play, and that's your only artifact, you pay for it in the upkeep, and you play a land, and you start playing.
Did you say that?
No,
There's no way you said that.
that was
I think it was the reverse of that happened, right?
Brad Selkin was the one saying that there was no way.
I see.
Steve Locke. Yes. Brad is reversing roles because we are both named Brad.
I see. I see.
It is what it is.
I see.
Now Steve excels at playing decks like this humans deck.
Okay.
Decks that can be very aggressive and very controlly. And I definitely think I would have pinned Steve to win this tournament. He's very good with this deck, and he knows the modern meta, I feel like, very well.
Yeah, definitely. All right, looks like you guys are shuffling up and going to get set for game 2 of our finals here.
One last quick swap.
These guys haven't lost all day.
You're right.
They drew twice.
They both drew twice. Yep.
I think they drew with each other in round 6, I believe. No.
I'm not sure.
Something like that, yeah. But they haven't lost all day. Not bad. Not a bad day. All right, shuffling up, getting all set for this second game here. Hopefully Steve brings this one back. I'd love to see game 3.
Yeah, me too. I'm not sure who to root for, because part of me wants Josh to win in the sense that he has that magic itch again, and usually when you win tournaments, that itch doesn't go away.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's pretty excited with his performance today.
Oh,
as well.
definitely.
But and then the majority of me wants Steve to win just because I have a really good relationship with Steve, and he's just a great player, and I'm really happy to see him get the recognition that he deserves as a player.
All right. Looks like they're getting ready here.
Yeah, I think that party must have ended.
I'm very sad, man. I mean, it's 10:15
We
now.
missed it. That's when the adults stop partying at 10 o'clock.
At 10 o'clock?
Apparently.
Dude, are you kidding?
There was a wedding going on, and
Yeah.
at 10 o'clock it stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh is a Hawkeye, an Iowa Hawkeye. Goes to college there.
Yeah, I made this joke earlier, but I seriously thought Cedar Rapids was going to be like just some sticks and rubble, man. I really just had no idea what was going on in this place. But it's really, honestly, it's a pretty sweet town, and the downtown area looks sweet. I wish we had more time to hang out, but of course, we had to play Kirkland Ironworks today, so of course I don't get to go do anything in the city.
You're not wrong.
All right, looks like these guys have drawn up their 7, and we're happy on each side.
Yeah, and this double tree is actually
maybe not.
pretty nice.
All right, so Josh we'll go down to 6. Is Thalia good in this matchup?
Yeah.
I feel like it's like pretty good, and
It
I think
makes
Steve has one.
every artifact cost more
Yeah,
than
I think Steve has
one
one.
mana. It's a lot harder to go off when you're stacking things for 2 mana and they cost 3. I mean, that's part of like your Mox Elbow even costing 1 mana. Like
Yeah,
Thalia is definitely good. Pascal Maynard, it's Brad Brown and Matt Bamonte.
Yes, sir. I'm going to do this while Josh is shuffling. I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. I know we got about 260 people hanging out today.
Why don't you bring up our social media real quick?
Our social media? All right.
Yeah,
Here's
so
our social media.
If you're new to the series,
Check us out.
Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, big thanks everyone. I know we got 260. We've been hovering around that for a while today. Everybody hitting that follow button, checking us out on our social media, different social media avenues. NRG Series goes all over the place, man. We're in 4 states. We've done 3 already this year. How about that?
Yes, I know. And
How
we're
about
in
it?
Indiana in 2. Yep, it's pretty exciting. If you like Modern, this is definitely a series you want to follow.
Modern, Legacy, and we do a little bit of Standard, but the team tournament is basically our standard footing for now, I think.
Yeah.
But, man, we played a lot of Legacy, too.
Yes, we do.
All right, Steve, going to lead off on a Cavern of Souls. I'm going to dump this Noble Hierarch into play.
All right. Just a Grove Pass.
Well, that's pretty good. All right, so Steve.
I like deploying the Thalia, I think.
Yeah.
He has to there's really nothing he has to worry about playing around.
Oh, boy. Is this a champion?
Champion first seems to make a lot of sense as well.
All right, Steve going to go down to 19 here.
Cavern has been
Well,
confirmed to name on human.
This is quite the start here from Steve.
Oh, yeah. Probably means since Josh had no turn 1 play, he's probably not going to have a turn 2 play either.
It's like Galv Blast. It's like and they can't even Galv Blast here. If he were to have one here, so that's pretty tough. Are you guys planning to do any tournaments in Wisconsin? So yeah, we did coming in Milwaukee in the second half of the year. We also did one in Madison, which was super successful.
Yes.
A lot of awesome players. We actually had Sam Black in our finals. Justin Cohen was there.
Yep.
I did an awesome interview with Adrian Sullivan, really great guy.
Oh, man. Yeah, that was great.
A lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Penjum was there. Yeah.
Yeah,
a lot of great players.
That was a great event, man.
Yeah. Yeah, traveling to different states has been fantastic.
Yeah, super awesome. So we're coming to you. So make sure, even make the trek out to us and things like that. We have a giant tournament at the end of the year, and we have this 5K next month. So this is a $2,000 tournament that we're doing today. So
yeah, and we can't stress enough. If you don't want to miss any events, check us out at nerdragegaming.com or follow us on Twitter.
Man, this is the start here for Steve, man.
This is what you want. You want that aggression.
This is going to be tough sledding.
All right, so
that
we've
is a
got
lot.
1, 4.
Is this 9? 4, 5, 6, 7?
8?
8, 9? I think it's 9, right?
3, 4.
4,
8.
5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, you're right.
Down to 12.
All right. Well, I mean, this is like blistering for
Right.
the
And
humans.
so 1 human next turn is lethal?
So it's
No. He needs...
No.
He needs 2 humans. Yeah, 2 humans.
Yeah, 2 humans. What about Thalia's Lieutenant? Is that one good?
That would be lethal. That would certainly be lethal.
That's very good.
So there is a trick here with EE.
Okay.
Because you pay 1 extra mana.
Bell bomb. Do you have to kill this Thalia here?
I think so.
Seems really rough. Yeah, Josh is kind of going through it here.
So the trick with Thalia and EE is you can pay 2 mana and get 2 counters on your EE.
Okay.
The extra mana that you pay with Thalia can count toward the Sunburst. So you essentially pay EE for the normal 2 mana, and you still get to put it on 2.
Yeah, I think I like this here from Josh. The Thalia is really good.
I mean, especially with the Mox Opal in hand.
Yeah, and you have to get this Mox Opal down, I think, to try and accelerate.
Yeah, I mean, he can't use it this turn yet. He's still missing a 3rd artifact, but...
Looks like Steve has a freebooter. Yeah, just going to jam this. Here comes a freebooter.
That's a good one. Get some triggers here.
Yeah, a couple.
Ooh,
Just
and Josh's hand is not
real
good.
bad, yeah.
Take the only spell.
This game's over, right?
I think so. I can't imagine what Josh would draw to go off.
This is 8. This is putting him to 4 here. He has to deal with the entire board.
Yeah.
You guys having a little fun with each other. You obviously know each other pretty well.
Yeah.
My Iowa math, it's back. My Iowa math is going to be legendary. The next time we come back, please don't let me forget that I went on that
for
spiel.
sure won't.
All right, good. I'm sure chat won't let me ever forget.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Down to 4.
Down to 4.
And
I feel like we're getting game 3, man.
Yeah, I don't know what Josh can draw. I got nothing. Worm Coil Engine?
Are you serious?
Doesn't do enough.
Steve has a reflector mage in hand.
No, does he really?
I'm pretty sure. I'm like 99% sure here.
Funny.
This is the last card. That's fun.
I guess EE.
He doesn't even
2 doesn't do it. He would need EE
1,
for 1
and he has to
for
fade
2.
a human. And he has to fade a human also.
Oh yeah.
He would have to fade a human for a turn as well.
Yeah. So EE for 1. Technically, he's not dead on.
Yes, correct. You are correct, sir. Speaking of Iowa math.
So just to note, these 2 lands in Josh's hand are not in play. The Forest and the Inventor's Fair.
Yeah.
He's just playing them face up because Steve knows about them.
So we going for green minute here, baby?
I think he's trying to decide whether he can.
He wants to draw a card or
spend.
doing some thinking here.
Yeah.
Steve's still at 19. I'm just going to leave it at 19 for a minute here.
Yeah. All right. Well, we drew off Mindstone.
Can't tap Opal, right? There's no
oh yeah.
no Metalcraft
Good
currently.
call.
Acre Wellspring, all right? All right, scoops him up. All right. We're going to game 3, man.
Yeah. Not surprised.
What else can we ask for today? So we're going to get to a third and deciding game here. So we'll come back to us, and we've hit the 300 threshold today, so
wow.
really good stuff.
Thanks, guys. Definitely appreciate everybody stopping by. Again, if you're new here, hit that follow button. We're trying to do these every month, or I guess we are doing these every month.
We are doing them every month.
Yes, and we also do some local LGS stuff every Wednesday.
Yeah. So smash that follow button and all that jazz, and you get to look at us pretty faces here while we go over the sideboards one last time here. I don't think much is going to change.
Nah, this isn't very. I don't think this is a play draw dependent matchup. So I think Steve's going to still have the same cards we saw in, just as Josh will.
Yeah, I don't foresee anything changing here, and man, I'm so excited that both these guys got to play in the finals and that it's a game 3.
Not only am I excited they got to play in the finals, but one of these 2 players is coming to the championship in December. And that excites me even
How cool
more.
is that? Yeah, how cool is that? Our championship is awesome. So I did the event last year. It's a lot of work because it's so many formats.
It's
every
crazy format, yeah.
Yeah, it's wild. So
And your top 8 format, or the top 8 format is crazy. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, the top 8 format is madness.
Yeah, it's like play draw rule plus
and
format picking.
Yeah, so you get to metagame your opponent essentially. So you get to choose which format you want to play or play draw. It's kind of a complex format, but it's really sweet when we do it. It's really great. And if say that you are the standard player for this team event next month, and you guys win, and you don't really play Modern or Legacy, that's okay at our team event because if you win the standard pod, you're into the top 8.
Right.
So it's got a little bit of something for everybody, and it's just entertaining to watch because like I said, there's every format, and it really tests. It was cool for me as just a commentator because it tests you on commentary. I remember one time it was super late in the day, and we were playing standard, and it was standard. I think was our last format we played, and we had just switched out of Modern or Legacy.
Sure.
So Spell Pierce was like a really played card, and I remember we were playing standard, and I was like, oh, he has a Spell Pierce in hand. I was like, oh, that's a dispel, and it's just taxing on you all day.
It's like, man, if you had a Spell Pierce here, it'd be really good.
Yeah, it's so good. Yeah. So it's funny as a commentator, even it's taxing on you mentally, and so I can't even imagine being a player trying to split between the 3 formats and get it going.
Man, that sounds so much fun.
Yeah, it's sweet. So, anyways, these guys I think they're still shuffling. Yeah, they're still shuffling up there. So, I'm excited. Game 3, I hope both players could keep 7, and we get to have a really sweet game to end it. So.
Absolutely.
All right, so we're going to hop down there. All right.
Players have been given the go-ahead when they're ready.
All right,
Steve is maybe making a decision again.
This is the minute where you overthink it and you just
maybe
bring in the wrong card, So
I mean, he's on the draw. Maybe he's thinking about something.
Yeah, I don't know. It could be an interesting one here.
And if you're looking for the top 8 deck lists, you'll be able to find those on our website, nerdragegaming.com, early next week.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to see one of these guys in the championship. Like you said, man, we already got a pretty stacked lineup going anyways, and I don't know. I'm hoping that next week in the tournament that Joe Bernal, Matt Hoey, and Andrew Tendrum show up again, just as a 3.
Yeah.
And I wish that these guys would pair up.
Sure.
With maybe like Jeremiah Nelson we saw, who's a pretty well-known guy. I wish I would come out, and I hope everybody comes out that's available that weekend. And
it would be very cool to see a group from Iowa come out and try to face off against the regular NRG crew.
Definitely.
And hopefully some of these top 8 competitors got enough points to really want to.
Yeah, even top 8ing one of these events is a pretty substantial amount of points. So you're within striking distance really early, and
absolutely,
we're still early in the year. I mean, we're halfway through the year, almost exactly halfway through the year, honestly. So no one's too far behind on points. We tried to structure our point system where it's not heavily weighted on single events.
Right.
Where if you win a single event, obviously you're in.
Right.
But if you have consistent performance, you're top 16ing every event, maybe with sprinkled a top 8 in there, you're going to be able to be in our championship at the end of the year.
Yeah, so. And that's what's sweet. You don't always have to spec a tournament to be a really good player and to earn your spot in that championship.
Exactly. All right. Looks like we're drawing up our 7s.
All right, guys, and we are going to name a championship series CT winner.
Oh, boy.
Hopefully in the next 6 turns.
Dude, come on.
No offense, Josh.
There's no way.
Oh, Steve
on a mulligan down to 6 here.
I think Josh is going to keep. I think I see a
Spellbomb.
A Spellbomb or an EE, one of the 2.
If it's both, we're toast.
It's going to be hard, yeah.
All right. Yeah, this is a great finals matchup, man.
Now, Steve has some really good cards he can mulligan into, though. Kataki being one of them.
You know what? Honestly, after last game, I totally forgot that card exists in his deck list. You know, it just didn't need it.
You don't necessarily need to draw it.
Yeah. Oh, mercy. Man, it's late. It's 10:30. What time did I get up this morning?
I don't even remember.
Had to have been like 6:30, 7 o'clock.
It was early.
7. Blake, our head judge, is showing me the numbers 7 currently. Long day for Blake too. We had some Wizards event reporter issues. Stop me if you've heard this before.
Yeah, right.
Okay, all right.
All right, Steve. So we get 6 here.
Here we go.
Looks like, is that a good?
I don't know, man. I don't know. My eyesight's starting to go.
Yeah. I love the banter these two have.
Oh, he's got Aether Vial. I think he has 1 land vial.
Mm.
I'm not 100% on that. But, oh, no, it's 2 lands. I think it's a Seachrome Coast and a Unclaimed Territory. All right. Steve's debating whether top or bottom this card.
Yeah. And Steve's a very deliberate player, so he's definitely going to think on like how these turns are going to play out and whether he wants this card or not. I'm curious what it is. I wish I knew.
Bottom.
All right.
It's a card on the bottom of his library. That's what it is. All right.
All right. Josh has a turn 1.
Is that a Phantasmal Image?
I think it was.
Boom. All right. Well, Aether Vial's a good one.
Yeah, that is definitely a Pyrite Spellbomb.
Scrap Trawler, Spellbomb.
Would you play the
KCI?
Spellbomb this turn?
Wow, he does have an EE also. Would I play Spellbomb this turn? Yeah, sure, why not?
I mean, just to protect against Thalia?
Yeah. I think you have to.
I think it's right to.
Josh comes to the same conclusion we do. God, we are good.
It also plays around Kataki.
We are
which I think
good
is important.
KCI players, man. We are so good.
I certainly know how to play turn 1 through 3 with this deck.
All right, so he has Trawler, KCI, and EE.
That's
Pretty good.
Pretty good hand.
And he has an Aether up. Yeah, he's got it all.
All
Steve rips another land.
So
I guess Horizon Canopy.
I think Steve's looking for maybe a Rex Sage.
Yeah, Rex Sage is
Because then you get to
good.
interact with like KCI before Pyrite can
Yep.
interact with you.
Yeah, I don't know here.
This is an interesting turn. I think he has.
Is it Meddling Mage?
If it is, I doubt he's playing it. But I like playing
Like a champion.
Freebooter. Even though you know it's going to die, you at least get the information to know what's in Josh
I think he has champion also. So you can Okay. So he's not going to let him have a turn with a reprieve for this Pirate Spellbomb, which is smart.
Yeah.
I think he has a I think Steve has a Champion of the Parish in his hand, though.
Okay.
So I think he's going to try and end step it.
Yeah, that makes sense. And if Josh like taps out this turn and the Spellbomb goes
free
down,
reign.
yeah, certainly.
Because I think Steve has a Phantasmal Image also. So if he has like that plus a but the real problem here though is that Josh has his EE still hanging out.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a cleanup a lot. And he has both colored sources in play already.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh,
And a
now
third if he needs
wow.
it. Yeah.
How many Aether Hubs are in this deck? Just the one?
No,
Is that right?
I think it's
Is it all 4?
usually 2 or 3.
Okay.
It might even be 4 to be honest.
I should
It's been a while since I've looked at it. Pull up his deck list.
Yeah,
here.
I'll pull this back out. I put it away because I was like, we're not going to worry about this the rest of the day. But
And sure enough, Josh did tap out.
he's on 2. He's on 2 hubs. So there's a champion. So now he gets like image. Oh, he has double image now? Thank you. He has double image now?
Yeah, and he also has a Reflector Mage, so it's kind of like...
Yeah, what do you do?
Reflector Mage the Trawler here?
Yeah, definitely. I don't know what All right, so Reflector Maged here.
Yep.
I think that's probably right.
I think it's right. It means Josh didn't really spend his mana effectively on his turn.
Yeah, so this... You're just trying to let him bait him out with the Spell Bomb, kind of.
All right, and here's a freebooter.
Wow. Okay.
All right, my hand is
Double
good.
E.
Oh,
Double
no.
E. His double engineer explosives, man, that's rough.
So, Meddling Mage isn't even an out because of the Pyrite, but it can buy you some time.
Right.
Man, this is a good hand from Josh.
That's very good.
So, one of the ways I think Steve can approach this is by diversifying his
CMCs.
Yeah. And I think that's what we'll see Steve try to do.
All right, so just draws a land. And Josh can't play this Trawler this turn.
Right.
Because of the Reflector Mage. Wow.
So I think we're looking at EE on 1 for the first one. And if he EEs on 1...
So we can't...
He can blow Spell Bomb or the EE for 1.
Yeah, he has another land, I believe, in hand. Josh does. Excuse me.
And if he... I don't think... No, he doesn't. So I think he was trying to...
Oh, he found a Galv Blast,
I think he
too.
was trying to find a land here.
Oh, you're right, you're right. I'm sorry, we just saw his hand.
So is he going to go...
Just for 1? Oh, we're just going to blow this up
wow.
and get the KCI.
So this has some implications. This means that Meddling Mage is a real possibility now.
Yeah, Meddling Mage is really good now. 0. Oh, it's for 1.
Oh,
okay, it's for 1.
Oh, right, he used the green.
The green
floating.
yes,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Okay.
And this Meddling Mage is still good, though.
Right, if he has.
If he had one, yeah. Oh, he has Dismember and double Phantasmal Image. I think it's not great.
Yeah, certainly not.
Actually, he can't even.
He has a Seachrome Cross, right? That makes blue.
Yeah.
All right, he needs.
Yeah, he's in some trouble here.
Yeah,
Steve is.
EE has really shown its power.
Yeah, this deck is just like casually playing 3 EEs, so it's just.
I mean,
overall
and
game
I think
plan.
this is why, like, you need some level of an interaction.
Yeah,
and this is one that you can combo with.
Yeah, definitely, and it just kind of fits their overall game plan of, just it sacks anyways. Even when it's bad, it still sacrifices itself to make you some more mana.
Right. Wonder, was that a Rex Sage? I think Steve might have found a Rex Sage off the Horizon Canopy.
Okay.
So now he desperately needs a land.
I think he has a Dismember in hand also. No, would have probably jammed it there.
Well, no, because you don't want to dismember the Trawler.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
You don't want those EEs to come back.
That's right. That's fair.
All right.
All right.
Well, this is gonna slow Josh down because even if he plays KCI, then he can't play Trawler.
Yep.
And he has to wait a whole turn.
Why now he's a land now?
He does have the Galv Blast, which cleanly deals with the Phantasmal Image if he needs to.
All right. So Josh has this Galv Blast. Is that the card we want to play here? I don't think so.
I mean, it's bad against Rex Sage, but it's probably fine in most other situations.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think the Galv Blast is getting a ton better.
Yeah,
well,
that's the other thing.
You still want to kill Meddling Mage though, right?
That's the card I think that you're most scared of that you need to save if you're saving it for something.
Josh only being at 11, I'm not certain.
You're 13, right?
Or 13 that he needs to do anything. Oh,
was that Kentucky?
I'm not sure. It might have been another.
I don't think that card doesn't even do anything at this point though, right?
Not really. I think had Steve drawn a land there, I think he has Rex Sage in his hand.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're right, actually, on the
Um,
far left there.
so it's a little unfortunate.
I mean, Josh down to 9. He has Gallop Blast, I suppose, so he's not. So that's the champion. Got it.
Mm-hmm. Every time I've seen this human deck lose, it's because of the land count. Like almost every time.
But you're playing Aether Vial, man.
I know.
It's like, what are you going to do?
And that's why this EE on 1 has been so good.
Yeah. So, Steve going to go to 21, it looks like. No?
I think normally Steve would be writing down a life total, but Josh is kind of giving him a life and taking it back
Yep.
so many times that
Yep.
Steve's like, just let me know when you
Yep.
catch your spell.
Yeah.
Chat's cheering for Robert Taylor, and I just want to reiterate how fantastic of a human being he is.
All right, up to 21 for Steve.
All right,
And now what do we
he
do?
can play Trawler if he wants to.
Darksteel Citadel was about as good as it gets if you're going to draw land. $14-9. $21-9, excuse me.
All right, here comes the Trawler again.
Yeah.
Which Steve does have the answer for.
Yeah, but is it too little, too late?
Yeah, I don't think Josh is in a particularly good spot to start comboing.
Okay.
He can try, but I feel like there's a high chance of fizzle. At the very worst, he could just get back EE.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit of insulation.
All right, here we go. No? Here we don't go. I should know better than to commentate on Josh's plays before he actually makes them.
That's true. You're learning.
I guess. It's only taking 10 hours.
So EE on 1.
1, yep.
And response dismember Trawler. This is... Yeah, this makes sense.
Yep, so Steve can go down to, I believe he's down to 18 here. Yep. So Engineering Explosives on the stack. This Dismember is on the stack as well, targeting the Scrap Trawler. Let's see what Josh decides to do here. It's an important turn.
Yeah. So drawing a card with Mind Stone, which is going to trigger and get back EE
Okay.
after he draws.
The Darksteel Citadel, yeah, no,
It's not very good.
Not good.
And then
Scrap
this
Trawler.
can get back the Mind Stone.
Yep, Scrap Trawler are going to go back and get maybe the Star.
So I assume he's sacking in response and making mana.
Mhm.
Okay, getting Pyrite's fine. Pyrite or Star are both fine. Pyrite's going to protect you. Protect you a little bit more.
Okay.
And I believe, yeah, there's one green floating right now. Yep.
Yep.
And then he can...
So he can blow up this and get the champion.
Yep, looks like he's getting the champion here. And now Steve just needs to draw land.
Yeah, Steve needs lands. Yep, he had enough. He was.
So we're blowing this up for 1.
Yep.
And...
I think Steve has a Mantis Rider in hand too.
I mean, the Rex Sage is more important.
Oh yeah, certainly.
We need a land here.
So
he can't cast Rex Sage. Can he? Is that a territory on human?
You might be right. Yeah. Come on, to get you for 2. Yeah, I think Steve's in a lot of trouble.
I mean...
Oh, he's got Thalia. That doesn't do much.
There's no Trawler
Yep.
in play now, though. So Steve was... I felt like Steve did actually a good job dealing with the Trawler.
Yeah, yeah. He timed it pretty nicely.
So Josh has the play I was talking about earlier, where you can actually play EE for 2
And
with
overpay.
just 2 mana.
Yeah. Yep.
So, yep. And Josh
Gives-
knows about the interaction.
Put Steve to 19 here, I believe. Yep.
So, for those questioning it in chat, Thalia's tax can count toward the Sunburst. So, Josh is playing EE for 1 But the way the Sunburst works is it's based on the amount of colored mana you paid.
Yep.
So Josh's extra mana that he has to pay for the Thalia, he can use a color, and that will make the Sunburst enter with 2 counters. So Josh did pay the Thalia text there.
Like Gal Blast would be nice to be in his hand. Yeah, Mentor Shift's pretty good there too, though.
So it's only okay.
It just slows the clock down a bunch here for Steve too.
Right, but it can't. Right now it's not gaining any life, and he can't activate it. Now it's going to gain life.
I don't even know what Steve's looking for at this point. I mean, lands, obviously.
Yeah, definitely just a Horizon Canopy, I'm sure, would be phenomenal for him.
Phantasmal Image.
Yeah,
that's not good.
It's not great. Steve's had like 3 or 4 turns now to draw a land.
Here's my next question: are we just like playing this Phantasmal Image right now?
I mean,
because you can put lethal on the board.
He's gonna play something. Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah, because I mean, Steve is a land away from Mantis Riding and killing Josh.
Right.
So he's gonna make Josh have to deal with both of these. All right, here we go. I mean, Josh has to go off this turn, right?
I think he knows that. I think we're going to try to see it. There's an Aether Grid, but that kills the image. Josh is at 6, which is very relevant. That's important. Yeah.
So he has Darksteel Citadel. Did he played a land already?
No. He's not played a land.
I don't know that it really matters here. So he has Ruin.
Ruins?
Can he have a 3? Does he have a 3? Does he have energy left?
I don't think he does.
Well, that's rough.
And if he does, he probably missed the trigger.
Yeah.
Because they've been getting out. Oh no, he does have energy. You can see it at the top of the screen.
You're right.
It's just a slightly.
I believe it's a pair of energy still.
It's not super relevant here. So this is an interesting decision. Oh, he can't play Aether Grid because... Sorry, he can't play Aether Grid because I don't think he'll have to leave the Citadel untapped at the very least.
Yep. There's a Ruin. Gonna use that floating mana to get this Trawler. I think Trawler's like the big draw here, though.
Yeah, I agree. But he needs something to go with Trawler, and he can't sack Inventor's Fair. I mean, now he can, but that's a lot of mana.
It is.
So we're
playing the grid.
And
then this gets to shoot the image, right?
Now we can ping the image.
Kills the image.
Yeah, which does work. But I think Steve has another... I think Steve might have another Phantasmal Image.
Did you draw land? Oh, I don't think so. Steve's going to have some agonizing thoughts here.
Yeah.
I mean, other Phantasmal Image is not awful here.
It's not awful, but it's not great either.
But it puts a Trawler back.
Yeah.
I see if he gets to put him to 4.
Right. And then that would make the Mantis Rider lethal.
He's still turned away from this Mantis Rider. I believe he has it.
If he has an image. I'm not sure that he does.
Okay. I think that is.
I can't tell. The thing is, he can sack the Trawler in response.
Oh, that's fair.
But there's no Buried Rune. And if he sacks the Trawler in response, he can't Inventor's Fair on upkeep.
Right.
So he doesn't gain a life either.
Yeah, this is a wild one. Yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. We're having a awesome time here. This is a long match, but this is a good one. So
yeah, it's a close one.
We're into our third and final game here.
There's a lot of decisions to be made on.
Oh yeah.
Even though we're across the room, the players are able to hear us a little bit, so I'm going to try to speak a little softer. This is a sweet game 3, I agree, Mech.
Yeah. Yeah, for a combo deck, KCI has a bunch of interaction, honestly. As far as you are able to interact with them as well.
Yeah.
All right. Steve's still kind of deciding. He does have a Phantasmal Image.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you want to fire it off because you're not too afraid of. I think you're afraid of like what Josh could get and put in play with Trawler in play already.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I'm on the image plan too.
Yeah, I agree.
I think this is right.
We're stuck doing this, yeah.
And
If you're Josh, you have to sack it here.
yeah, I mean it only makes
You just
sense.
have to, right? Yeah.
It's just deciding which one am I gonna get.
Yeah, Steve has to look at the graveyard, so it's kind of sprawled out in the middle there. So
Josh is gonna go to 4. He doesn't gain a life on upkeep.
right.
He won't have a Trawler in play. So, what's the best get here? Is it just like get EE, play EE for 3?
That's what my original instinct was.
Because then the Aether Grid can kill the Phantasmal Image.
Right.
And the EE for 3 protects you against Mantis Rider. And kills the Reflector Mage.
That's fair. So we're coming in for a pair.
So I think, did he just pick it up?
He just picked it up, I think. Yeah, he just picked it up.
Okay, he just picked it up. That gives Steve outs.
Yep.
Alright, here we go.
So we're still at 4. Another Mentor's Fair.
That's not what you want.
No.
And is that game? He can't. Oh, he can play Darksteel Citadel.
So he has the
Oh, right.
the Aether Grid as
Right.
well.
So
He's a land away from death, though. He's been a land away from death for a lot of the game, honestly.
Yeah.
All right, what's he going to do?
He can pop Inventor's Fair and get a 1.
Yeah, what are we getting?
And the problem is he needs these. Okay, all right. Ooh, man, that's so. He can't really do that. I was thinking that he could use the mana. He could tap his Darksteel Citadels to ping the Phantasmal Image, and then he could sack them to KCN, and that's in 4 mana. But then he can't pop Inventor's Fair because he doesn't have. So
yeah, he doesn't have the artifact. Yeah.
He can Inventor's Fair to go get something. I just don't think there's anything to get.
Yeah, this one's tough.
I don't think Steve has an unclaimed territory, Jay Freezy.
Yeah, I don't think
If he did, he probably would have played it for sure. The only other thing I could think of is if he does have it, he could have identified that he was going to Phantasmal Image this turn, and he wants to hide the fact that he has a Mantis Rider this turn. So, and that's really heads up play by Steve as well. Yeah, I think okay, he does have it. So, yep.
That's so awesome.
I know. Steve's a really heads up player.
What a wizard.
This is, and if he plays the land, then Josh might make the decision like, I need to sack my Trawler.
To get the E, yeah.
Yeah, this is really sweet.
All right, so we're second. Inventor's Fair. I just don't know what we're going to get here.
I don't know either, to be honest with you.
EE.
Okay. So now he can E for 3, but
oh, he has the Citadels he can sack to the KCI.
Sure.
To blow up the E.
Right.
So on 3.
Yeah.
So he gets he can wreck the board here though.
Right, but Steve doesn't have to deploy a Mantis Rider either.
No, yeah, definitely not.
And he can force him to do it in combat and then like play something post combat hopefully. But this is good play from Josh.
He does have the unclaimed territory.
Oh, there's a meddling mage. Oh, that's actually a really good follow up, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think you could just mask the land and Mantis Rider again and you're just maging.
Yeah, I think so. So if you just attack with both your creatures, that forces him to have to pop a Darksteel Citadel.
Yep.
Which means the mage can't die without 2 artifacts.
Correct.
And you know there's a Scrap Trawler in hand.
Yep.
So you just name Scrap Trawler.
Yep. You set up your rider for the
and
following
you set
turn.
up the rider plus that attack next turn.
I think so. Steve played this game really well.
Yeah.
I think both guys have, but
yeah, I agree. Agree.
Really good stuff.
I mean, yeah.
All right.
This is pretty fantastic.
Thank you for lethal.
Okay. There's actually another kind of line here. Josh could decide to go to 2. He could just tap KCI and EE to ping the Phantasmal image. Which might...
Buys him 1 more turn.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't cost him anything.
Yep.
I think that's fine. He's going to go to 2. Steve can take the same line of playing the meddling mage and hide the land.
Oh,
that's also just
is that
really good.
Is that how that works? Yeah. Oh, because he has the territory. The territory's going to name Elf.
Yeah.
Yep, territory's on Elf.
So territory's on Elf, guys.
What is KCI the card you blew out up here? Is that what he pointed at? I missed it. Or is it the Engineer Explosives?
I think it's KCI.
It is the KCI.
Yeah, it's the one that gives him value.
Yeah, I agree.
So now I think he's trying to decide, like, do I pop this
sack
EE
things?
or
Yeah.
something? I don't think that you do.
No, I don't think so.
But he might.
Okay. Oh, we're gonna sack this. I gotcha. To wrath the board, essentially.
I guess it saves him a mana next turn,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So he's spending 1 land.
Got it.
For 2 mana.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So.
What's the red card in play for Josh? That is a Gear per Aether Grid.
Correct. It's a Galvanic Blast.
So
I think it's a Galvanic Blast.
Steve can't play Rider without another land, though.
Yeah, because it's now on Elf.
Yeah.
I wonder if he drew another one. No, I don't think he did. This game is outrageous.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
There's a Trawler.
All right, and there's Mantis Rider.
Steve slammed it with authority.
So.
All right. Aether Grid's dead, right?
Oh, the EE for 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so
wow.
EE should have been.
So EE should have been
the
dead.
Aether Grid was dead from the EE. Yeah. So Steve pulls that out, and that actually changes. I don't think it changes Josh's lines at all.
I don't think so.
Possibility of lines. So wow, what a finish.
So yeah, grid was so basically what happened to recap kind of there is, the Engineer Explosives was on 3, and it blew up Steve's 2 creatures, the Phantasmal Image and the it was the Reflector Mage.
Right.
But it also in turn killed the Gear per Aether Grid.
Right, which we all missed because we were so focused on Steve drawing a land.
Yep. And it actually turned off the Galvanic Blast.
No.
Is that right?
It's that so the Galv Blast only did 2.
Right. Well,
so
didn't turn it off, but yes.
He 2'd the Mantis Rider and then pinged it.
And it tried to ping it. Yes.
But he couldn't do that because the Aether Grid was should have been dead. Yeah, that's fair. Shadaro, instead of blowing up the Citadel,
could have
just sacked the KCI. Didn't end up mattering.
Right. All right. Well.
So we're gonna do some